Hey, Vallarta and all the Bay Area, how you doing tonight? We're doing good. I hope you're doing good. And of course, you are tuned to CPS News with Jesse and Brent, the new 1 hour, or sort of new. It's our second week, but it's a new 1 hour format, which you're pretty familiar with. We have lots of news tonight. We've got some sports, we've got some entertainment.
Oh yeah, it has been a week full of events, full of news, and thank you for being here so that you can hear all about it. So let's get to it, Brent.
Yeah, let's do it. So you know what time it is? It's time for the headlines, so let's go.
Authorities debunk viral child kidnapping rumors, confirm no cases in Bucerias. Mexico issues epidemiological alert as whooping cough cases surge. Increased vaccination efforts are in place. In sports news tonight, Vallarta's adaptive athletes prepare for European Athletics Championship in Prague. In entertainment news, We Are Puerto Vallarta Awards return, celebrating the city's best businesses, individuals giving back to the community, and artists. And finally, be sure to stay tuned for Brent's interview with Sand and Strings Music Festival organizer Charlie Higgins and learn about the upcoming second annual concert in Sayulita. Find out more about these stories, this week's Red Hot happenings, and more on the new 1 hour edition of CPS News with Jesse and Brent, the news that speaks your language.
In our first story tonight, authorities have debunked recent rumors circulating on messaging platforms about alleged child kidnappings in Bucerias in Bahía de Banderas. The viral message claimed that a white van had abducted a child in the Arroyos Verdes area and was allegedly targeting others for organ trafficking with government approval. However, the Secretariat of Security and Citizen Protection of Nayarit and the General Directorate of Citizen Security of Bahía de Banderas have confirmed that no such incidents have actually been reported in the municipality. Officials urge the public to avoid spreading alarmist and unverified information. Social media never does that. And according to cybersecurity and intelligence experts, the images shared on the messages are actually from a completely unrelated event in Tijuana, Baja California, and have no connection whatsoever with Bucerias. Authorities emphasize the importance of relying on official sources for information and do encourage residents to report any suspicious activity to emergency services by calling 911. Thank you to Miguel Gonzalez Guerra for that first story.
Well, thank God that's just a fake news. And I have more good news for you. For local businesses in Puerto Vallarta, authorities have extended the deadline for renewing municipal licenses until the end of this month after discussions with business leaders. The extension will benefit around 3,000 businesses affiliated with the Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas Business Coordination Council, the CCPVBB. Leaders from Coparmex, Canaco, and Canirac met with Municipal Treasurer Rodrigo Perez Hernandez, who agreed to the extension and to review individual cases if needed. The CCPVBB President, Guadalupe Vallardi, confirmed the government's willingness to support businesses and urged members to take advantage of the extra time. Now, this extension only applies to businesses affiliated within the 14 organizations within the CCPVBB, so look out. And they are going to help them stay compliant without disrupting operations. Now, all of this information was provided by my friend Miguel Gonzalez Guerra.
Okay, in the never-ending battle of which state is better, Nayarit Governor Miguel Angel Navarro Quintero is promoting the newly upgraded Riviera Nayarit International Airport in Tepic as a better alternative to the saturated and overcrowded Puerto Vallarta International Airport. Bold words. During the launch of the Tepic, Mexico City flight, on February 26, Navarro claimed that while the new Armando Nervo Bridge will ease road congestion between Puerto Vallarta and Bahía Banderas, it will not solve the alleged air traffic saturation at Vallarta's airport. He even compared it to the overburdened Mexico City International Airport and referenced air incidents in the U.S. However, Grupo Aeropuerto del Pacífico, which operates the Puerto Vallarta Airport, states that the only saturation is in terminal capacity. Sounds saturated regardless. A new Terminal 2 is set to open in 2026, as most of us know by the construction, and will expand infrastructure by 134% and double operational capacity, welcoming 6.8 million passengers in 2024 alone. Despite not officially calling for a shift of Riviera Nayarit bound flights to Tepic, Navarro has made competitive moves. He removed quotas from Puerto Vallarta's airport name, changed a few things, and of course announced the Tepic Los Angeles flight, which is also launching in mid-2025. They are also promoting new highways, reducing travel time from the airport and the beaches just to 1 hour. Now, with these strategies, Governor Navarro is making it clear he wants a slice of Puerto Vallarta's booming air traffic. It sounds like the battle is on. I'm eager to see where this goes. Again, thank you to MGG one more time for that story.
But now, a quick word from our sponsor.
For unparalleled quality and style, Ceramica's Exclusivas is your ultimate destination. Choose from over 70 Castell floor models, all available for immediate delivery. And take advantage of our inventory sale this January. Enjoy up to 30% off on faucets and other fixtures while supplies last. Sign up for our monthly newsletter to stay up to date on the latest promotions and design inspiration. Visit us at Federación 390, Paseos Universidad Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta, or explore our products online at ceramicasexclusivas.com. Give your space the distinctive touch it deserves with Ceramicas Exclusivas.
Okay, in our next story, firefighters in Bahía de Banderas, Nayarit are pushing their limits to prepare for intense fires and road accidents. Emergency responders from Protection Ciudadana de Nayarit underwent specialized rescue training led by Canadian experts. Over 4 intense days, firefighters and emergency teams from the region participated in high-risk simulations, which focused on the following: fire suppression techniques in confined spaces, sounds terrible, proper use of personal protective equipment and self-contained breathing apparatuses, very good, victim rescue from burning buildings, absolutely important, advanced vehicle extraction methods, and rappelling and ladder anchoring techniques. That actually sounds pretty fun. They also trained in self-rescue, very important, fire down response, ventilation techniques, and incident command systems to improve emergency coordination. The rigorous training was conducted by Angels for Mexico and Red Deer Emergency from Canada in collaboration with the Protección Civil y Bomberos from Bahía de Banderas, Puerto Vallarta, Compostela, as well as firefighters from Mascota, Talpa, and Jalisco. Now, with the dry season and Holy Week coming soon and a surge, these newly certified firefighters are now better equipped and better trained to protect both residents and visitors from life-threatening emergencies. This time it's from Israel Torres, not Miguel. We had a new reporter on that one, so there you go.
Well, kudos to all of these firefighters. And now a story from Fernanda Boljorges. Yeah, she tells us that a Vallarta-born woman is speaking out tonight after what she calls a terrifying experience on the road back to Mexico. Ruby Kitson had been living in Phoenix for 20 years. She and her husband decided to return home, driving from Arizona. But what should have been a simple trip quickly turned into a nightmare. She says it all came to head at the Buceria's toll booth near Puerto Vallarta. Well, you wouldn't believe the problem. Well, they didn't have enough pesos to cover the toll. Yeah, sometimes that happens. But even though they had US dollars and credit cards, officials refused to accept anything but cash in pesos. They were told to turn back and take another route. But when they reached the next toll booth in La Cruz de Guanacaxtle, things got worse. Kitson says that she and her husband were intimidated, trapped, and pressured to hand over valuables in exchange for passage. She even offered to leave her driver's license, but was told that was not good enough. Instead, staff demanded items like her phone, her iPad, or even her sunglasses. Can you believe that? She says she started to panic, fearing they would be allowed to leave. And that's when a security guard pulled her aside and made an offer. If she gave him 20 US dollars, he'd give her 200 pesos, a rate far below the actual exchange value. Now, wanting to take any chances, she handed over the money and got out of there as fast as she could. Kitson is now warning other travelers, specifically U.S. tourists, about what happened to her. She's calling it the worst experience of her life on Mexico's highways and wants to make sure others don't fall into the same situation. Oh, too bad that happened to her. Authorities have yet to respond to these allegations. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about this situation.
So every now and then I get to share a story that I'm personally excited about, and I'm excited about this one because the park is pretty much across the street from where I live. I look out and see it from my balcony. The Jalisco government has launched a new project to revitalize Estero El Salado State Park in Puerto Vallarta. A team of 4 specialists will work with the Department of Natural Protected Areas and Priority Species to assess and improve the park's management. The team, led by Dr. Helios Hernandez Hurtado, hope I got your name right, will spend the next 3 months evaluating the park's ecosystem, biodiversity, public use, and maintenance. The results will be used to create a plan for 2025 that aims to bring back recreational activities and preserve the park's biodiversity. The team includes project leaders, environmental and ecosystem experts, as well as research and monitoring biologists. Estero El Salado is a 209-hectare park protecting a mangrove ecosystem. It's the only urban mangrove park in Latin America and a key site for birds, crocodiles, and fish. And it's home to over 100 species of birds, 24 species of amphibians, reptiles, and 17 species of mammals. I would love to see how they counted all that. The project highlights Jalisco's commitment to preserving natural resources and ensuring the park remains vital ecological space for years to come. Thank you again to Miguel Gonzalez Guerra for that story. Now, a quick word from our sponsor, from Jesse.
And now, are you concerned about your health? Well, don't miss the chance to take care of yourself. Hospital Hoya offers medical checkups, lab and imaging services, consultations with specialists, 24/7 emergency care, intensive care and pediatric units, and more. For more info or appointments, call 322-266-1010 or 322-226-8181. Follow them on social media for special offers or go to hospitalhoya.com. Hospital Hoya, committed to your health.
And I love it that you're getting to read it every now and then.
Yes.
You're going to be a VIP at Hospital Hoya like I am. We should all be VIPs there. It's a great hospital. But hey, in terms of those first stories, I'm pretty excited about the state park one because
that's great.
It's always closed. The gate's always shut. It's never
really
open. I really
attention.
would love that we could utilize that space.
Mm-hmm. It's great that someone's going to give it some attention. So I think someone needs to give attention to all of the green stuff and all of the animals and, instead of all of the buildings and all of the
you've picked your side in the infrastructure war. Don't get involved in the airport war now, the Nayarit versus Puerto Vallarta.
Well, actually, Puerto Vallarta all the way.
Number one. All right. Speaking of all the way, let's go all the way to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking with us for CPS News with Jesse and Brent, the news that speaks your language. Welcome back, and now it's time for, it's segment's been around a while. I've been doing interviews, but I've just named it, and I kind of like it, and I hope you like it too. It's Voices of Vallarta with me, Brent Lane. And today, I am so happy to welcome my guest and my friend. This is Charlie Higgins from the Sand and Strings Music Festival. I enjoyed it last year. I can't wait to do it again. Welcome, Charlie. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you are. You're a week away from this thing starting, roughly, give or take, and I'm excited about it. But so my first question is, for those who couldn't make it last year, I mean, I did, but what are a few of the new features and experience that the festival's gonna offer this year that we should all be really excited about?
Well, number one, last year we had one main stage and then one really tiny satellite stage. This year we decided to just do two main stages. So in terms of production, sound-wise and visuals, the lighting, everything, it's gonna be really, really impressive. And also people don't have to move much between the two stages because they're all kind of, they're both kind of next to each other. And what else do we have going on? Well, let's talk about the lineup. That's really what I want to get to. Yeah.
I know you told me before the show, I really want to talk about the lineup. So let's just jump to that. Please, I mean, that's like, it's a big lineup. I felt it was a big lineup this year, but I feel like it's bigger. I'm not going to say better because that's a disservice to the artist, but I feel like it's a bigger lineup this year. Tell me some highlights. What are you excited about?
Okay, so our biggest headliner is this band called the California Honey Drops.
Okay.
And they are kind of a legendary band from the Bay Area that's been around for, I think, over 20 years. And it's a nine-piece band that's grown from humble beginnings, playing the subways of San Francisco. And here they are playing in Mexico very soon, I think for the first time, although they have played the Envision Festival in Costa Rica. But they're just amazing. Musically, it's kind of a mix of 60s, 70s funk and Motown, and really dancey, kind of cool music that I think people are really going to love. Yeah.
And being a headliner, they're going to be, what are they, day 1, day 2? I'm sure we'll show a graphic of the lineup. When are they on?
They're actually the last performer of the weekend. So they're going to be, they're going to be, so you've got to wait for them. You've got to stick around.
You got to stick
Can't leave early.
you got to save it. You got to keep everybody there. All right, who else are you excited about?
Okay, very excited to have the Brothers Comatose.
Oh, again.
Do you remember them?
Again, I do.
Yeah, they were incredible. They're, I think, one of the best kind of bluegrass folk bands that are playing these days. Like they tour all over the U.S. They played recently in the Bourbon and Beyond Festival, which is a massive festival, I think, in Kentucky.
Okay.
So yeah, they have many accolades, but honestly, they're just really cool guys, and they're virtuoso musicians. Like they will really, really knock your socks off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we could go on and on about all the amazing bands, and I can't wait to see them. Trust me. But so new location. So you guys moved. Tell me a little bit about the new location.
Sure.
What's that going to offer the guests that are coming in this year?
Well, I'll tell you, we didn't move far.
Right.
So last year we were at a place called Frente al Punta, which is right on the beach. This year we're not actually on the beach. We're kind of 2 blocks from that same venue, inland. And it happens to be the baseball field, the community baseball field in Sayulita, where the minor league baseball team Los Jaibos plays, and they're actually contenders for the championship of the Liga Nayarita de Baseball this year. So it's a great venue because it's really, you can't miss it. You come into town and you'll see there's a big space. It's a big baseball stadium. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't think like Yankee Stadium or Wrigley Field. But,
right. But it's bigger than last year. Last year wasn't exactly small, it was intimate.
Yeah.
But this space is much larger, at least from a map view.
It is much larger. It's kind of like a big blank canvas.
Right.
And
you're the artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's given us a lot of, an opportunity to really design the space in a really interesting way and kind of set the vendors up so that there's a good flow of people. You got to consider all that stuff,
Of course.
Yeah.
And you're not a rookie anymore. This is year 2. So your skills have gone up. The expectations are a little higher. But I feel like last year, I feel like you were calm. And every time I talk to you, you really faked it. I don't know if you faked it or you were so calm. But it's important to know how is this festival benefiting the community? What is the give back? Because I'm sure just like last year, there's a give back.
Of course, yeah. So as I mentioned, it's at the baseball field where the Los Jaibos play. And they actually, this baseball team, the minor league baseball team, they run an incredible little league baseball organization where kids as young as, I think, 3 or 4 years old get up to bat for the first time. And some of those kids go on to actually play for the team. It's a real, it's an amazing part of the community of Sayulita.
Right.
That a lot of people aren't that familiar with unless they live there.
Right.
So I'm excited for people to experience that a little bit. And sorry, to answer your question,
yes.
We are collecting donations specifically for them to be used to make improvements to the baseball field. They have a lot of travel expenses because they do kind of move around Nayarit to play games.
Okay.
And the kids, you always need money for stuff.
Okay. Sadly, we are pretty much out of time, but I thought it was really important to show how they give back. But for our audience and our viewers out there, just tell them really quickly, how can they get tickets and what do you recommend on that?
Sure. It's very simple. You can do it from your phone. Everybody's got a phone these days.
Yes.
Just go to sandandstringsfest.com and select buy tickets. You'll be able to choose the number of tickets you want, which days you want to go. It's very flexible. You can go both days, or you can go just Saturday or just Sunday. And then you can pay using a credit card or PayPal.
Yes.
Highly recommend that people get these tickets online in advance, because if you get them at the door, they are going to be a lot more expensive.
Okay, good. Thank you for that bit of advice. I've already got mine. I hope you get yours. We are completely out of time, but thank you so much. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see our viewers there. Sand and Strings Festival, about a full week away. If you see me, buy me a beer. Y'all never do, but I always ask. And thank you so much for tuning in this week. Voices of Vallarta with Brent Lane. Now, here's Jesse with our next story.
Trash pollution is one of the most pressing environmental issues worldwide. And in Mexico, one man has made it his mission to fight back. John Venus, founder of the campaign against trash, Education is the Solution, has dedicated the last 4 years to advocating for cleaner communities. In an exclusive interview, John shared the major achievements of his campaign, the challenges he faces, and what's next in his passionate fight for a cleaner Mexico. When asked about his campaign's biggest accomplishments, John highlighted the growing awareness and action in cities like Puerto Vallarta, Tuito, Cabo Corrientes, and San Sebastian.
Well, the biggest achievement is that I've contacted the cities of Talpa, Mascota, Puerto Vallarta, and Tomatlan with campaigns, and especially contacting the schools, which is the most important thing we have, because I believe that education is a solution. So the most important thing is to contact the young people of the area and to start them to realize how important it is to protect our environment.
The governments of Puerto Vallarta and surrounding areas have expressed interest in his proposals. But has this translated into real action?
I've had full support with all the governments, not so much financially, but with the bags and the public service people picking up the bags and having the police escorts if needed when we have them clean up on the highways. So they've been very supportive of me, and I really appreciate it. And remember, the towns have been Puerto Vallarta, Talpa de Allende, Mascota, and Tomatlan. Those are the principal cities that I've had the campaign in the last 4 years.
John's campaign has gained national attention, with his recommendations making it all the way to President Claudia Sheinbaum. But will this lead to change?
What I'm supposed to do is, after Puerto Vallarta, I propose to go to Mexico City to contact Mario Delgado Carrillo, who is now the new Director of Education. So that's the primary person, and that will be probably in the next few weeks after I complete the mission here, which is going to the colonials and working with the government here. So one of my main contacts here is Ramon Chavez, who's been very helpful, and he has been leading me to coordinate the campaign right here in our own backyard, right here in Puerto Vallarta.
With tourism being the lifeblood of Mexico's coastal cities, keeping public spaces clean is crucial. But are the businesses stepping up?
Hotels, especially along the beach fronts, have been very helpful in cleaning up their beaches with their employees and allowing people to go and clean them up. Many volunteers have been doing it. So the beaches have been cleaned up and there's no problem there. My particular interest is to prevent trash from going in the ocean or the beaches by cleaning up the rivers, canals, and arroyos and vacant lots, so that trash does not go into the ocean.
John isn't slowing down. His next steps include expanding educational outreach, advocating for stronger government policies, and rallying communities to take action. He wants everyone to know what he's doing.
Hotels, especially along the beach fronts, have been very helpful in cleaning up their beaches with their employees and allowing people to go and clean them up. Many volunteers have been doing it. So the beaches have been cleaned up and there's no problem there. My particular interest is to prevent trash from going in the ocean or the beaches by cleaning up the rivers, canals, and arroyos and vacant lots, so that trash does not go into the ocean.
And how you can be part of the solution.
CampaignAgainstTrash.org. CampaignAgainstTrash.org. And in that they will see a heading called Presentation, which is a PowerPoint presentation about the past present, and future goals of the environmental care organization.
The war against trash is far from over, but with collective action, real change is possible. Hopeful to see Mexico become a cleaner city. Jesse Ruiz, CPS News.
Okay, an epidemiological alert has been issued in Mexico due to a rise in whooping cough cases, especially in Nuevo León, where the most incidents have been reported. This highly contagious bacterial disease causes uncontrollable coughing that can interfere with breathing, particularly affecting young children. While there have been no cases detected in Puerto Vallarta yet, health officials are increasing vaccine efforts at medical units and hospitals in the region. Jaime Alvarez Zayas, director of Region 8 of the Jalisco Health Department, reassured that Puerto Vallarta remains unaffected, with only 3 cases reported in the entire state of Jalisco. However, the rise in cases nationwide, up to 700% compared to last year, has prompted stronger surveillance and vaccine measures to control outbreaks. Whooping cough, or pertussis, my wife's going to correct me on that one, being an epidemiologist, spreads through airborne droplets when an infected person coughs or sneezes. While it can affect people of all ages, infants and young children are particularly vulnerable and have potentially severe consequences. To prevent against infection, experts recommend frequent hand washing, cover your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing, and avoiding close contact with sick individuals. And of course, seek medical attention if symptoms do appear. Vaccination is essential, with 4 doses recommended for infants starting at 2 months old. Dr. Zayas highlighted the dangers for children under 5, especially those under 1-year-old who are at risk of neurological complications, breathing difficulties, and even death if not treated promptly. He urged parents to vaccinate their children and follow health guidelines to protect them with this preventable disease. Thanks again to MGG for that story. The Association of Business Owners of Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas took part in the 4th International Meeting of Te Protege Mexico on February 25th and 26th in Monterrey, reaffirming their commitment to protecting children from online abuse. Representing them, Miguel Tejeda Guillermin highlighted the local business community's zero-tolerance approach to sexual abuse and the importance of collaboration, especially in a major tourist region like Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. The Protecto Mexico Coalitions, which is part of InHope, is reporting a platform working with law enforcement and major tech companies like TikTok, Meta, Google, and YouTube to completely eliminate child exploitation online. Experts at the event called for stronger public policies and cross-sector collaboration to protect the children's privacy and safety in the digital world. Last year, Puerto Vallarta hosted the 3rd international meeting on this issue. As you may remember, we reported on that, playing a key role in that process. Their ongoing involvement shows a strong commitment to making the digital world safer for children. Thank you to Israel Torres for this very important story.
Now, if you live in the San Salvador Street or the surrounding area, this is for you. Residents and business owners of San Salvador Street continue to suffer due to poor planning during its remodeling, a project that was left incomplete by the previous administration. The controversial work, which was announced as finished by the former mayor, left key details unresolved, particularly the construction of steps needed for some homes and businesses. This issue arose because the sidewalk elevation was altered, leaving doorways nearly 1 meter higher than the new street level. This problem is most evident between Belize, Jamaica, and Costa Rica streets, where at least 4 properties have had to make temporary adjustments. Now, these unstable solutions are not only inconvenient, but also dangerous, especially for elderly individuals, of course, or those with disabilities. Many residents and business owners are forced to walk an entire block just to access their properties, which is both a hassle and a safety concern. This project, which began under former President Luis Michel and was supposedly completed by interim Mayor Jose Martinez, was left with these unresolved issues that continue to affect the community. The new municipal government is now tasked with enforcing the warranty and pushing the construction company to make the necessary adjustments. The project, which cost over 15 million pesos, aimed to rehabilitate San Salvador Street with hydraulic concrete and stamped terracotta pavement, including curbs and sidewalks. However, the work caused immense disruption for residents and business owners with blocked access and a bunch of other problems. Protests, including road closures, were organized to demand action. You may remember that. Although the project was officially inaugurated, the work remains unfinished. Neighbors have requested the construction of steps from new public works team, but they're still waiting and waiting and waiting. The situation has worsened due to private construction work near the Jamaica corner, where construction materials sometimes block the sidewalk, forcing pedestrians to walk in the street. So hopefully, they don't have to wait anymore and this gets fixed. We will keep you posted. Thanks, Miguel Gonzalez, for this information.
Okay, last week, our mayor, Luis Ernesto Munguia, led the installation of the new Tourism Advisory Council aimed at uniting the efforts of all the stakeholders in the local tourism industry. The council was formed to support and advise the municipal government on tourism matters, focusing on sustainable development and fostering collaboration among key players in the sector. The council's installation ceremony was attended by several local officials, including our city council members, as well as our tourism director and general secretary, Jose Juan Velázquez. Also present were leaders from various associations, including Luis Angel Cantu from the Association of Timeshare Developers, Alvaro Garcerias Manra, sorry for that, from the local Puerto Vallarta Hotel and Motel Association, and Marta Para from the National Restaurant Industry Chamber, among many, many more. The primary goal of the new council is to coordinate efforts and ensure the sustainable development of tourism in Puerto Vallarta. Now, this does include promoting the city's tourism image, encouraging private and public sector investment, and improving services quality across all tourism-related industries. Additionally, the council aims to foster the collaboration between government entities, private businesses, and other stakeholders to streamline efforts and effectively meet the needs of the modern tourist. By working together, the council hopes to ensure Puerto Vallarta remains a top tourist destination while improving the overall visitor experience and promoting long-term growth for the local economy. Thank you again to MGG for that story.
Right, and after that tourism update, it's time for shopping. Yes, there's a new store coming up. Liverpool continues its expansion in Mexico with the opening of Liverpool Express Bahía de Banderas. It's a modern retail concept designed for smaller cities. And of course, it marks the 43rd Liverpool Express location, offering a curated shopping experience in a small space and creating 5 direct jobs in the region. So that's always good. It's designed to feel like a living space. The store features home essentials, electronics, fragrances, sports gear, fashion, and multimedia in accessible modern seating. The store integrates unified commerce, allowing customers to browse the extended Liverpool catalog via in-store tablets, a click and collect module, so that you can, just hurry up and pick your stuff. You can shop online and then just go and pick it up. And that way you don't have to wait for delivery. So it's fantastic. Javier Romero, National Manager of Liverpool Express, said that the store offers the same benefits as a full-size Liverpool, including payments, credit card services, gift registries, and online order pickups. So if you and your family want to experience the premium shopping experience, you can swing by and do a little shopping. They are over there in Carretera Federal, Tepic, Puerto Vallarta, number 1297, and this is in Colonia Flamingos. The store is going to be open Monday through Sunday. Oh yeah, Monday through Sunday from 10 to 8. So, Fernanda Bojorquez, thanks for the info. Now let's go shopping. Yes,
So,
how's
hey,
that?
all have 5 employees. So this is going to be a very interesting concept. I guess you go in, most everything's like go get it or pick it up or take it out of the box. Yeah, interesting concept.
It's great, but you don't have to drive all the way to Puerto Vallarta to get stuff from Liverpool. So that's always a good.
Well, I live here. It's easy for me, but
Well,
okay.
yeah, but not for the people that are over
I
there.
know.
Especially after that traffic
True.
jam that we lived last week. Oh my God, people are still traumatized from that.
Well, there's always traffic over there, though, because we've got all that construction going on. So I totally get it. I just jest and make fun. Oh, but so next up, we're going to be heading over to our sports section, if you're keeping up.
Oh, yes, we are. But first, a commercial break.
Got to pay the bills. See you in just a minute. Welcome back to CPS News with Jesse and Brent, and we're glad to have you back, and you're going to be glad to be heading into our sports segment. Are you glad?
Yes, I am. Let's hear more about sports with my friend Dave.
Yay, sports. All right, David, tell us why our athletes are in Prague.
Puerto Vallarta's own Rosario Chayito Pelayo and Antonio Lamas are gearing up to represent Mexico at the European Open Athletics Championship set to take place in Prague, Czech Republic, from June 30th to July 7th. Both athletes, renowned for their talent and dedication in adaptive sports, are undergoing intense training as they prepare to compete against some of the world's top para-athletes. Their participation in this high-level event is not just a testament to their hard work, but also a significant milestone for adaptive sports in Puerto Vallarta and across Mexico. Pelayo and Lamas will be competing in the 100, 200, and 400 meter and the 4x100 meter relay, aiming to set new personal records and gain valuable international experience. Their journey to the European Championship has been fueled by determination and community support. In addition to their rigorous training, they are actively fundraising to cover travel and competition expenses with the backing of their families and local supporters. Their presence on the European stage highlights the strength and perseverance of Puerto Vallarta's adaptive sports community, inspiring future generations of athletes to push beyond their limits. With information from Fernanda Borcas, David Herchek, CPS News.
In our next sports story tonight, 3 talented volleyball players from Bahía de Banderas have been selected to join Team Nayarit as they prepare for the 2025 CONADE National Games. It's the country's top youth sports competition, which you've heard about here a few times. Among the selected athletes are Alan Pinto and Junior Rojas, who are already training with the state team. Another player unable to attend the most recent training session is expected to join the squad soon. Maybe we'll say their name then. Their success is the result of years of hard work, of course, and dedication, supported by their families as they continue their preparation. These young athletes are ready to make Nayarit proud on the national stage. And of course, thank you so much to Fernanda Borcas for that sports story. Now, next up, it's a quick word from our sponsor, and it's one of my favorites, positively perfect dog care.
Are you looking for the perfect spot for your furry friend while you're away? Positively Perfect Dog Care in Nuevo Vallarta is your dog's home away from home. Think boutique hotel vibes, air-conditioned comfort, cuddles, and so much love. Your pup will enjoy 2 daily walks, playtime, and even get obedience practice. They'll sleep indoors with us like part of the family. Plus, we'll send you daily pics and updates so you don't miss a thing. We also offer 2-week live-in obedience and leash training programs to keep your pup on their best behavior. Message us on WhatsApp at 331-496-3310 or visit positivelyperfectdogcare.com for more details.
Okay, we're about to enter our next segment, which is the entertainment section and Red Hot Happenings.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you got something you want to talk about?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about all of the stuff that's gonna happen. The calendar is completely packed, you guys. It's so wonderful. I love it. I love to be everywhere. If you see me at an event, come to me and say hi. Don't buy me a beer. Well, okay, yeah, buy me a beer.
Buy me a beer. You can't steal my lines. That's my line.
Guess what? Guess who's coming back? I don't know if you remember, if you were there. Bianca Marroquin. She's a Mexican lady that is breaking it over there in Broadway. She's coming back to Puerto Vallarta March 22nd and 23rd. And this was just in today. So, oh my gosh, put like a thing on your calendar, a little heart or something. Make sure that you catch her this time if you didn't see her last time. It's gonna be on March 22nd, March 23rd at 2 p.m. So, but guess who knows more about events?
Who could it be? I think it's that redheaded girl that's here.
It's the redheaded girl.
Yes, it is, because it must be time for
Red
Hot
Happenings.
Let's go.
Hello, I'm Kirsten Rakuya, and I am super excited to share with you the red hot happenings going on in Puerto Vallarta this week. For more info about living here and cool things to do while you're here, check out my blog, sandinmycurls.com. All right, let's dive in.
Calling all dog lovers, get ready for the second Canine campaign at La Isla Shopping Mall on March 15th. The highlight of the event, our fabulous doggy runway show. Watch adorable pups strut their stuff, show off their style, and maybe even find their forever home. But besides the show, you can bring your dog and get free rabies vaccinations and deworming pills. Make them an appointment to get spayed or neutered, which is super important. Donate food for dog shelters, and maybe even adopt another little furry love on March 15th at 11 a.m. at the amphitheater at La Isla Shopping Mall. Join the fun and help our furry friends. Looking for a perfect evening in Vallarta? Of course you are. The Art Walk is the place to be. Every Wednesday from 6 to 10 p.m., the city's best galleries open their doors, showcasing incredible local and international artists. Stroll through the charming streets of El Centro, meet talented creators, and discover unique pieces of art. It's free, it's inspiring, and it's a must-do for art lovers. Plus, you might be able to sip mezcal with one of the artists. How cool. Don't miss out on the magic of Vallarta's art scene. Experience the vibrant energy and rich traditions of Mexico with Danza Folklorica. Celebrate 20 years of excellence. This internationally acclaimed group has performed over 3,500 times across Mexico and the world, bringing the essence of Mexican culture to life. From polkas and huapangos to sones y jaranas, their breathtaking dances showcase the soul of Mexican folklore, where tradition meets passion on the stage. Join them on March 11th or 25th at Act 2 PV and witness the magic of Danza Folklorica, a night of music, movement, and unforgettable heritage. You've got to see Authentically Keith, the brand new show from Keith Tynes, an original member of the Platters. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Casa Karma Red Room Cabaret, Keith takes you on a soulful journey through jazz, pop, soul, blues, and gospel. Is there anything the man can't do? With a career spanning decades, Keith's incredible vocal range and heartfelt performances are unforgettable. Accompanied by the talented Mark Hartman on piano, this intimate show is perfect for lovers of timeless beauty and music and authenticity. Get ready for an evening of passion, talent, and musical brilliance. Experience the vibrant history of Puerto Vallarta at Arte Vallarta Museo. Don't miss Raíces Coloridas, a stunning exhibition celebrating the early artists of Puerto Vallarta, featuring works by Ramon Barragan, Manuel Lepe, and so many more. This showcase brings to life the rich cultural roots of Vallarta through breathtaking colors and timeless artistic expression. Swing by the museum Wednesday through Monday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and you'll step into a world of creativity and heritage. For more info, head to artevallartamuseo.mx. I don't know about you, but I love a farmer's market, and Zoho City is launching one with a grand opening on March 14th. And guess what? You're invited to the party. With over 50 local vendors, you'll find everything from jewelry, ceramics, and huichol art to organic products, gourmet food, and delicious honey. Head there every Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the best local talent and flavors of Vallarta. And don't forget about the thrilling kickoff party. Exciting news, Vallarta. This year's Black and White Gala is officially sold out, but you can still make a difference. This incredible fundraiser supports girls' education, and they need your help to build a new school. Every donation brings them one step closer to their goal. If you'd like to contribute, visit girlsedfund.org/black-white-gala and be part of something amazing. So get your calendars out. What events are you going to? Send us a comment and let us know, and maybe we'll see you there. And now, get ready for the exciting new art and entertainment segment of the newscast, complete with jazz hands.
I told you this red-headed girl knew all about the events, so I hope to see you at one of those. And now let me tell you about a show I attended last night. Check it out.
Fresh off her acclaimed run as the star of Mamma Mia, Puerto Vallarta's longest-running hit musical, Stephanie Wright Watts is back with a brand new show that promises laughter, nostalgia, and inspiration.
It is essentially my story, but it is told in a way that is kind of relatable, and it talks about recognizing the moments that make life. Like looking back and kind of recognizing how we got here. Like this story is about how I got to where I am today, how I got to Puerto Vallarta, how I came to get into Act 2 and to get into performing. And so, but it's more relatable than that. It's kind of about just kind of recognizing the things that make life special.
Titled And Just Like That, this heartfelt and humorous musical journey explores life's unexpected aha moments. Those pivotal experiences that shape us, no matter our age, described as a coming-of-age story the second time around. Watt weaves personal storytelling with an electrifying mix of Broadway, pop, and rock classics, all masterfully reimagined by the brilliant music director of David Mayako.
So I actually had my show, my opening night on February 25th, and it was only supposed to be one night. And back by popular demand, I got extended. My show is going to be on March 13th and March 27th at 5 p.m. at Act 2 in the Casa Karma Red Room. So I would love it if everybody came.
Audiences can expect an evening of soul-stirring performances as Stephanie shares the moments that make life truly life, celebrating love, reinvention, and the beauty of embracing change. Don't miss this unforgettable performance at Casa Karma's Red Room Cabaret on March 13th and 27th.
Song selection was actually my biggest challenge. I wasn't 100% sure which direction to take. I felt like I needed to get into a certain genre to do a show, and I kind of just decided not to narrow myself into a certain genre. So it's a little bit of everything. It's pop, it's rock, it's folk, it's Broadway, and so it just kind of has the message that blends with the story that I'm trying to tell. So hopefully it just kind of comes off that way. And it's all reimagined by David Mayako. So all of the music is completely unique to me and to us and to the story that we're trying to tell.
Tickets are limited. Secure your seat for an evening of music, laughter, and inspiration with information from Jesse Reese, CPS News.
Okay, next up on our entertainment section tonight, star-crossed lovers took the stage in a ballet recently. You missed it, but don't miss it next time. But we got some really good video and photos, and here's Barbara with all the details.
Puerto Vallarta experienced an unforgettable night of world-class ballet as the ballet Estata Russo Mariel graced the stage of Teatro Vallarta on March 6, 2025, with their breathtaking performance of Romeo and Juliet. The classic Shakespearean tragedy set to Sergei Prokofiev's powerful score came to life through exquisite choreography and emotionally charged storytelling. The dancers delivered a flawless performance portraying their passion, despair, and fate of the star-crossed lovers with elegance and precision. Stunning costumes and majestic stage design added to the spectacle, creating a visually captivating experience. More than just a performance, the event reinforced the importance of artistic expression in Puerto Vallarta. Dance students, local artists, and cultural enthusiasts in attendance were inspired by the technical excellence and emotional depth on display. The production also served as a cultural bridge, introducing audiences to the beauty of Russian ballet while fostering appreciation for global artistic traditions. The overwhelming response from the audience proved that Puerto Vallarta continues to grow and deepen as a destination for high-caliber cultural events. Romeo and Juliet was not just a ballet. It was a celebration of art, passion, and the enduring power of storytelling through dance. With information from Jesse Ruiz, I'm Barbara Lapointe, CPS News.
All right, in our next story, the We Are Puerto Vallarta Awards voting ends tonight, and our own Brent Lane is honored to be nominated in the category for Outstanding Individual for contributions to the community for his work here. Of course, in CPS News and Asphalt Radio and all the events he does for free. Oh, he's so good and so nice. Best of luck to you, Brent Lane. But there are lots of worthy nominees in many categories, so be sure to vote now. Hurry up. Now let's hear more about the awards and the upcoming ceremony.
Puerto Vallarta is a city full of incredible experiences, and now the people who make it special are getting the recognition they deserve. The We Are Puerto Vallarta Awards are back, giving both locals and visitors the chance to vote for their favorite businesses, restaurants, artists, and more. Launched in 2023, the awards were created to highlight the best of the city, not just as a tourist destination, but as a community. Categories include everything from best taco stand to favorite drag performer, ensuring that every aspect of Vallarta's vibrant culture is celebrated. To ensure fairness, organizers have put a system in place that allows only one vote per device, making sure every voice counts. And with voting open until March 10th, there's still time to have your say. Winners will be revealed in a special awards ceremony on April 2nd at Coco Cabaret. Jamie Alexander, the event organizer, told CPS News that these awards are all about celebrating the people and businesses that make Puerto Vallarta unique.
We created the awards last year in 2024 to reflect people in 2023. You know, we created these awards because we wanted to have this authentic, genuine way and forum that guests, visitors, and even locals could participate in sharing their favorites in Puerto Vallarta. And really, these favorites give us the reason why people come and visit this great city.
He also emphasized that this is more than just a popularity contest. The process ensures that winners truly reflect the voice of the community.
You know, when we had the first year, what we did is we sent out a survey first. We sent it out to about 20,000 email addresses that PVRPV had provided to us because of their 20 years of business. They have a pretty big email list, if you will. And we asked for nominations from guests and visitors that came here. We also then published it on local Facebook groups and pages. After the nominations were completed, we then put a survey through, and in that survey, people were able to vote for their favorite in Vallarta. The categories, the names, the people were all names and categories given to us by feedback from others.
So how can you vote? It's simple. Jamie explained that anyone can participate by heading to the official website before the March 10th deadline.
So people can vote. The deadline is March 10th at midnight. And people can vote by going to our Facebook page, wearepuertovallarta.com, and follow the link and just place and cast their votes there. We look forward to having this amazing award ceremony. It'll be at Coco's Cabaret on April 2nd. We believe it'll be at 7 p.m. and we look forward to being there with you because you're going to be hosting it with us.
The We Are Puerto Vallarta Awards aren't just about recognition. They're a celebration of the businesses, performers, and venues that make this city so unique. Don't miss your chance to vote before March 10th. For more information, visit We Are Puerto Vallarta's website or follow them on social media. With information from Jesse Ruiz, David Herchuk, CPS News.
Now, in our final entertainment story for tonight, it might sound like a drug, but no way. It's super fun every year and for a great cause. It's Puerto Vallarta's own What a Drug. And here is Maria with the details.
Puerto Vallarta's most dazzling and charitable event, What a Drag 2025, delivered a night of unforgettable performances, raising over 3 million pesos for Casa Esperanza Women's Shelter. The competition was fierce, but Poncharella claimed the crown, with Aziza Heels as first runner-up and Mayalan in third place. Brandylicious won Miss Sweet Charity, while Roxy Ibanez was named Best Makeup Artist for her work on contestant Alejandra Voce. The night opened with the powerhouse vocals and infectious humor of Amy Armstrong, setting the stage for a spectacular show featuring performances by Sargento Dan, Victor Espirito, Nacho Granados, and Diego Arreola. A heartfelt moment came when Frida Thompson was honored with a proclamation from Vallarta's mayor for her contributions. This year also marked the farewell of Javier Martinez as artistic director, after more than a decade of shaping What a Drag into the iconic event it is today. He ensured his final show was one to remember. And of course, a huge congratulations to all contestants for their bravery, dedication, and ability to strut in sky-high heels. Their hard work and showmanship made What a Drag 2025 a truly spectacular night. A night of glitz, talent, and generosity, What a Drag 2025 not only entertained, but made a lasting impact, proving once again that drag can change lives. With information from Donna Wong, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Okay, so we've come to the end, and I caught that little jab in the We Are Puerto Vallarta Awards. That's pretty funny, and I deserve it. But honestly, I'm super, super honored to be nominated. There's some amazing people in that category, but, I'll do what I can.
Well, I hope you win, and I will be hosting that event this year again. So if you're the winner, it would be, a delight to give you the award. And hopefully next year you can be part of What a Drag brand.
Ooh, they did ask me this year, but I'm so busy. I'm here giving you guys the news and entertainment every week. But yeah, maybe one of these times I won't be so busy. But speaking of busy, it's time to get on busy and get on out of here. That made no sense at all, but here we go.
It's true. We're done. I hope you guys enjoyed the newscast tonight. Please let us know, how you like it. Comment, send us messages. If you know of any news, let us know. If you know of any events, let us know. We're going to be on the lookout for your messages.
Absolutely. And keep sharing our newscast while you're at it. Honestly, we need to continue growing. We love having lots of viewers, and we put a lot of work into this, and I hope you guys are really enjoying the new 1 hour. But with that, it's time to say goodnight from CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Have an amazing evening, and we'll see you next Monday.
Bye-bye.
Their hard work and show